again, and welcome to another episode of Friends, Facts, and Fiction. As always, this podcast is made possible by our local convenience stores, the misappropriation of history, and you. And now to your hosts, Justin Hammonds, Brant Bramlett, and Drew Shellnut.
What's up? What's happening, world? It's a podcast called Friends, Facts, and Fiction. Season 5, trying to thrive and stay alive. Legit, for real. Season 5, episode 21. Can you do something for me, 21? Anyway, I'm Justin Hammonds, looking at my boy Drew Shellnut.
How's it
looking
going?
at my boy Grant Bramlett.
Hey there.
And yeah, we back. It's been a minute, life and such, but thank y'all for sticking around and still being here. You can always support us at anchor.fm/friendsfactsfiction. Follow us, comment, all that stuff. Yeah, we love y'all. But we're back with these hot facts about drugs versus drugs.
Drugs versus drugs.
Huh?
Side note, I just scratched my neck and it sounded like an ultrasound. Wow, 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 wow. Because I got these headphones on. Anyway, it was pretty cool.
Great side note.
Actually, that's the fun robot lady in the background that apparently can't connect to the Wi-Fi network. And she really needed to tell us about that for some weird reason.
Oh.
Yeah.
It does make me think. I don't know about everybody. I mean, I do know about y'all at the tip because we've
Just
hit
talked
it a
about
little bit, but anybody else out there in the world, your technology is just going fucking bonkers.
It was terrible.
Like,
It's weird, man.
I had a phone less than a year old just decided to stop connecting to Bluetooth and Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I witnessed it cut off mid-conversation like 3 times while we're doing construction on the bar. Yeah.
And then it would just randomly turn itself off and then back on. And then I would have to do all these different ways to try and get it to fix itself. And eventually saw a little, blog online. It's like, oh, it's probably a firmware issue. Just, go get a new phone. And I'm like, that, seriously? Like, this thing's fucking less than a year old.
Yeah.
And then, you
Planned
call
obsolescence.
the people that that know about that particular brand of cell phone, and we're like, is there water damage? And I was like, I don't know. Maybe, but probably not, because these phones are supposed to be water resistant nowadays.
At least water resistant.
And I got like a pretty insane case on it because I'm hell on phones.
Yeah, of course.
And so mailed it to them and didn't hear a word, which means that there was no damage other than
it was just fucked.
yeah.
So they didn't even follow up.
went,
Like, this was the problem. It's like, it just doesn't work.
Yep.
So
No,
we're not
sorry.
going to tell them anything. We're going to keep the mystery and the power.
You got a shit phone here, guy. Oh, yeah, really? Did I?
And of course, my wife would say that it's retrograde Mercury. I don't know why people are putting Mercury in Gatorade. That's a really bad idea.
I said Mercury and Gatorade. I was like, that's why it's always cool. You ever notice that? If you leave it out, it's still kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's going to be really heavy with that mercury in it.
But then there's also CERN. They opened up a gateway to hell for 14 hours.
Apparently.
Couldn't
Yeah.
close
Yeah.
it,
Flashback to season 1, right? Episode like 4.
Something like that.
Jeez, was it really?
Yeah.
You guys
We
decide.
covered it. Yeah.
Cool.
It was wild.
Are my timeout
And the-
conditions too harsh?
And
You
the
decide.
whole to hell, I think, too, was in there.
Yeah.
Anyway, some archive.
So if they
archive
open that up
episodes.
for 14 hours, though, and it is a hole to hell or another dimension,
Who knows?
14 hours is a long time, because at initial hearing of this, I thought it was 14 minutes. And I was like, well, damn, a couple like unicorns could step through or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
14 minutes. That's a pretty good long time.
Y'all kind of
14
demogorgons and shit.
hours.
Yeah. The
Oh my
upside down is
God.
right side up.
Yeah.
14 hours. You know what I mean? That's what I've
So-
learned.
Yeah. What
You
you
can go
taste,
to Denny's like twice.
what you taste, what you see, what you
14
smell,
hours,
everything.
you know?
It's not real, guys. 14 hours to fuck all of our everything that we call reality. Because it's funny, because humans call things real life when there's also a waking world. And I'll just stop there. But anyway, that's for another episode.
Well, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the round table. We're here.
Winter is treating us all so well.
Yeah. If you want to call this
scrambly
winter.
brains.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's currently like 70 degrees outside where we're
it
at.
is. Yeah.
Middle
And
of
then
January.
tomorrow, the low is 30.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty
fun.
cool. I'm getting pretty acclimated to those weather conditions within the last month.
Bro, last week it was 60 degrees and it was hailstorming.
Oh, no. Yeah. No,
Golf size balls.
No,
shit,
it
bro.
wasn't fun.
shit
I got a crack in my back window to prove it.
shit is crazy, bro. Like, yeah, we were close to it, guys.
Carolyn was like, it's
Close to
raining really hard out there. And I was like, oh, shit, that ain't rain.
That is something else.
Somebody has a Gatling gun on the roof shooting ice balls in my car right now, and I don't appreciate it too much.
Yeah, not fun. Not fun at all. But, you know, the South, man.
Yeah. I thought I didn't have a song of the day of the week, but I do.
Oh, look at that.
We got, since we're drugs versus drugs, we're just going to do White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane.
There we go.
Yeah. There you
Starship Airplane. Yeah.
Are
Sorry,
you-
guys. I
you
took a brain
researching?
fart real quick.
No, that's okay.
Word. Well, go check that song out because we can't play previews anymore.
Nope.
But yeah, man, we back. Hope y'all good out there. You know, Happy New Year. I guess still. How long do you say Happy New Year in the new year? Like, is it till February or like the first like 2 weeks of the year?
Yeah,
you
I
know?
guess the way that I've always done it is if that's the first time I've seen that person since
Yeah.
the new year, I'll say it until February. You know, if I don't see
technically-
you within a month, then I mean, we're not as
Until
close
you
as
can
I
get your
would- I would
taxes.
work, you know?
Well, at that point, it's like we all know.
No.
It's-
You done got
it's-
your
it's been
taxes
said.
back. It ain't no your new year no more.
Yeah, exactly. I got my W-2s already, which is frightening. But anyway,
Yes.
things we should have learned in fucking school.
Filing jointly. Yay!
Speaking of which, medicine and drugs.
Yeah, drugs versus
Should have
drugs.
learned more about those
So,
rather than this DARE program.
Let's start our how many people went through that? You guys? I
did,
know
absolutely,
you two
yeah.
did.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys
Dare
need to
keep
chime
kids
in.
off drugs.
I still know
Dare.
I still know the fucking song actually.
Uh-oh, there was a song?
Yeah,
How do I not remember
I
this?
remember the lion, and I remember the
The witch
square
and-
ass cop that came and talked to us.
I remember The Witch in the Wardrobe. That's about it.
We nice. Yeah. Is let's see. D. I won't do drugs. A won't. I mean, R won't. Oh shit. Maybe I don't remember it anymore. Oh yeah, it spells out dare. A won't have an attitude. R I will respect myself. E I am anything now.
Oh man,
That was great.
that was the song of the day of the week.
No copyright, motherfucker.
Jesus Christ. Oh, man.
Stupid.
Oh,
But yeah, a proper understanding of it rather than telling us just not to do it
yeah.
probably would have been better.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I remember more
was
about
Reagan's
Stick Stickley
It
and
was,
Scruff
actually.
McGruff. yeah.
Stickley.
Yeah, Scruff McGruff.
Yeah. Word.
Call Goldberg 5-800-600-601. Oh, not Scruff McGruff. Okay, yeah. Anyway, let's start our discussion off today with some drugs that have had beneficial uses for humans.
Okay,
or
let's do it.
humanity. T.
Lock in,
Oh,
hot facts.
manatees. I like those too. We'll start off with penicillin. Penicillin was first developed in 1928, but started to be used in 1942. As the first official antibiotic, it marked a turning point in human history and led the way in treatment of numerous bacterial diseases. It is estimated that penicillin has saved between 80 million and 200 million lives.
Nice.
Without its discovery and implementation, 75% of people today would not be alive because their ancestors would not have been able to succumb to all of the infection that went along with the cure. Right. So
we're here because of penicillin.
pretty much.
Interesting.
So
definitely.
cheese. Yeah. Pretty appreciate that cheese. It has been used to treat a plethora of conditions such as pneumonia and scarlet fever, as well as ear, skin, and throat infections. Those are pretty much all the infections, of like the major systems. I think I'm wrapping my head around that one. So
Pretty
that's pretty
much, yeah.
Ear,
That's-
skin, throat, huh?
Yeah. And the only thing they're leaving out is the butt and the heart.
I was about to say, well, I said butt and eyeballs. I mean, that's the
Yeah,
last
eyeballs.
two entrances into.
A little conjunctivitis.
I butt hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pink eye.
I heart butts. What?
I got it. I was kind of lobbing that one up there for somebody. I'm glad you knocked at it.
Yeah. In 2010, over 7.3 billion units of penicillin were administered worldwide. However, inappropriate use of the drug has meant that the world is now facing antibiotic resistance, and bacteria are evolving to fight the drug's effects. Obviously, things evolve, and a lot of people don't really think about. I mean, Just look at COVID right now.
That's what to say.
We have
what, like Omicron 0.612 or some shit. Right now?
Yeah. China just opened its doors like yesterday.
That's exactly right, Justin.
Omicron or
Omicron Percy I ate.
Omicron. That's the one. That's the one. Shit. Fuck me. All right.
Jumping off into Futurama now. But, you know. But yeah, so obviously super, super beneficial and was a jump start to antibiotics.
Yeah, for sure.
So next we'll jump into morphine.
Man, I hate morphine.
I hate it too.
Not gonna lie.
I can't stand it. Anytime I've ever taken morphine, and I'll say even for recreational use, the next day I puked my fucking brains out. I just puked and puked and puked and puked. And it made me feel like I was going to puke the entire time I was under its effects. Of course, I didn't feel anything, but I felt like I was just like, can you please kill me right now? I just want to throw up my whole body.
Yeah. No, I mean, I was only giving it for like medical reasons, but that was pretty often due to the amount of times that I was in a recovery room or an ER.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was one of those. If it ever popped into my world as recreational use, it was fuck that. You guys have fun over there. If you need me to help you up the stairs, I'll give you a hand.
I don't like melting. You know,
that sucks.
It's wild.
Yeah. So morphine was first discovered by German pharmacist Friedrich Serturner in early 1800s. And I don't know what the 1800s little thing I just did there was. It was totally not German. But and just 2 decades later, Merck. That's a right age-old name right there, man. I mean MERCK, Merck, baby. Merck began its commercial market station in 1827.
Nice.
Yeah, right.
Nice.
The drug soared in usage after the development of hypodermic syringe in 1852. A whole lot of people got a lot of help out of that, man. I mean, that was just nice. Although individuals may become addicted to the drug, it is nevertheless agreed that the benefits of the painkiller far outweigh the disadvantage of its use. So kind of akin to modern day, how you say opiates.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah. Appreciate that, guys.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without
Highly
this drug,
dangerous.
literally millions of individuals with bodily injuries or more complicated medical conditions would have spent their lives in a vast amount of pain. The discovery and use of morphine also led to a new generation of pain management drugs. It's going to be your opiates. Some of which can even be purchased over the counter in pharmacies today.
I'll be damned.
Where they at? Feeling a bit down?
Why?
Man, sort of.
Let me tell you about chlorpromazine.
No, not the Chlorpro.
Also known as Thorazine. Discovered in 1951, chlorpromazine was the first official antipsychotic drug. Its discovery and use represented a turning point in psychiatry, and one that led to what some refer to as psychopharmacological revolution.
That's a word.
Psychopharmacological.
He did better the first time.
Yeah. Psychopharmacological.
You got the home run on the first pitch.
Psychopharmacological.
You can run out of there.
Psychopharmacological. I think I got it. Revolution.
Lock it
Yay!
in. Lock it in.
So, yeah, not only was the drug a huge success, but just over 10 years later, it had been used by around 50 million people. Thorazine, or chlorpromazine, is also known to have paved the way for future generations of drugs used to treat anxiety and depression. The mechanics of the drug are also enabled researchers to further understand its effects on neurotransmitters in the brain and how impulses pass from one neuron to the next. This discovery was to become pivotal in further advancing our understanding of mental illness.
So it was like a precursor to benzos.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So we had the opiates with the benzos. Yeah. All right.
I see where we're at.
Yeah. Okay. Next on the list is chemotherapy. So I know there are many different drugs that fall under this umbrella, but I felt it was worth mentioning because chemotherapy has been tremendously beneficial to humanity.
Yeah, for sure.
And also damning. But That's because people don't want to get off their ass and find something else to do other than make money off of cancer. But anyway, originally used as a weapon in World War I, mustard gas was one of the first chemotherapy agents used to treat cancer. Mustard gas was proved to kill cancerous cells, but it also significantly damaged the healthy ones, leading to a little survival benefit. The first,
That's
right?
crazy as fuck.
I never knew that. That's pretty fucking crazy. Oh, yeah, we're just gonna drop a bunch of mustard gas. Oh, wait, well, pretty sure those areas don't have cancer anymore. But anyway,
Man, there's zero cancer in this field.
That is crazy.
wow,
There seems to be no buildings, no buildings or insects either. That's weird. Anyway,
the first drug to prove itself against cancer was, in fact, methotrexate, which in 1956 cured a rare tumor called, here we go again, choriocarcinoma. Oh, choriocarcinoma.
Yeah, there you go.
Over the next few decades of cancer research, advances in chemotherapy were made, and numerous drugs with different mechanisms of action led to dramatic improvements in patient survival and a decline in mortality rates. The increased survival from cancer today is down to both the development of vast array of chemotherapy agents as well as early detection programs implemented by systems across the world. The best thing that I think, they spout off these numbers like, oh, colon cancer things should be screened at this age, 45, this age, this age. I think that should just be part of your yearly checkup at this point. Yeah. I mean, honestly.
I mean, the amount of like carcinogenic foods that we eat or things that we're around.
The best foods, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's the most enjoyable ones usually, but yeah.
I mean, at this point, we're just literally digesting plastic and reusing it and digesting it again.
Yeah, that's super good for you.
At this point, you know what I mean? Like, it's so many plastic particles out there that we're just ingesting them. So, yeah, we probably do need a full body check every time.
Yeah.
Honestly.
We sure do.
But, that's how I feel. I don't know how y'all feel.
But
Yeah, I agree. I actually finally applied for healthcare, so we'll see if they
hey,
accept me.
son.
I did too, but that's another
my
discussion
God.
for another time
right.
because I am not happy with that.
They'll see if they accept me. I feel like they charged my account the other day, so I'm pretty sure I should have some kind of card in the mail soon.
Another like, we're not gonna tell them. We're just gonna pull some money and see what happens.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Anyway, yeah, that's good. Congrats, man. That's,
Thanks, man. I'm going to the every doctor there is.
moving up in the world, bro.
The tooth one, the eye one,
The butt one?
the butt one, the
butt one's
body
the
one.
best.
It's expensive to live like Canada.
Dude, it really
Anyway.
is. You know?
Oh, snap! It's ether, baby! Before its true potential was ever discovered, ether had been known for over 300 years.
Damn.
However, nobody had thought to use it as an anesthetic. Before the discovery of ether, people literally used to have limbs amputated while being held down, right?
Yeah.
Fun. The drug works by suppressing brain activity to the point that major operations can be carried out with the individual not experiencing any pain. So obviously that was a huge advancement.
Yeah.
Were
Not
people
just
just
biting a belt anymore?
huffing it for shits and giggles before that?
Probably.
You know,
I mean, yeah.
I guess
Laughing
like
gas. Makes
Fear and love
sense.
in
gas,
Las Vegas, bro.
stuff. I mean, they were blowing shit up probably too. I mean,
yeah.
ether is flammable. So
Good point. Yeah, maybe they were using it to blow each other up.
yeah.
You've never seen a man in such deep depravity than a man on an ether bench.
Yeah. 10th grade high school. Watched a dude huff a bag
that
of
movie.
ether right before he walked in. And it was some straight up fear and loathing in Las Vegas shit. He was walking around, waving around, not walking around. Yeah. But over the past few decades, more modern and effective anesthetics have been developed than ether, but ether paved the way, giving a firm place in the list of the most important drugs to be discovered. Next up, we're going to jump into insulin. So, if you guys don't know, people with advanced diabetes are unable to produce sufficient amounts of insulin, a hormone involved in the conversion of sugar to energy. Before the advent of insulin in 1922, patients were given a near starvation diet to ward off symptoms, which obviously did not work very well. Insulin is also understood to have paved the way for future hormone replacement therapies and has saved the lives of countless patients diagnosed with diabetes.
Yeah.
Or, in the South, diabetes. Lastly,
Would you figure a region of the country, or probably the world, that has the highest amount of diabetes should be the one that pronounces it correctly?
diabetes. Right?
Diabetes.
Well, I've got an answer to that. It's because they got so much diabetes that it's clouding their brain. The fat cells up there are starting to just kind of like
Bro,
through
I
your
seen-
little brain
seen
cracks.
This picture of the map of the United States, and it had life expectancy rates.
Oh, nice.
And, you know, most everywhere is like light green, dark green, like meaning, 70, 80,
Wow, that's pretty good.
and the Southeast, bro, is like 45. Like it was all red or light red. Damn. Yeah. And I was like, oh, yeah. The butter, the sweet tea, the fried food. Yeah. The obesity rate in the South is fucking nuts. But
Yeah, it's absolutely insane.
diabetes is also very high.
Diabetes.
So yeah.
Ask Wilford Brimley.
Eat a vegetable every once in a while. People.
No, green stuff.
And don't put ham hock in it, okay? Just eat it like it's supposed to be okay?
It's supposed to be et with ham hock.
I'm telling you what.
So I am eating it the way it's supposed to be.
Damn straight. Some
Damn
fat
it.
back, baby.
I don't need no son of a bitch telling me how to fucking eat.
A healthy route is turkey neck. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
healthy.
a fake smile, Justin. That's a fake fucking smile right now on my face. What you want me to eat? Turkey fucking bacon?
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Gross ass, nasty ass son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
hey, you know,
Shit
you
ain't even
never
got
know.
no fat on
You
it.
never know.
The fuck am I supposed to eat something no fat on it? Goddamn.
Just a little spinach goes a long way.
No. Yeah, sure it does. On the bottom of my salad.
Yeah, the only lettuce is on the
We'll
burger,
take
huh?
I don't.
Feel you.
Lettuce on a burger? What you putting on? Oh man, it better be iceberg.
Crunchy water,
Crunchy
baby.
water.
Yeah.
That's right. Roll Tide.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, lastly on our first list is the smallpox vaccine. We got to mention that, Smallpox is
Knew it was coming.
yeah, has been known as the worst one of the worst threats humanity has ever faced. In today's terms, it was as deadly as cancer or heart disease, killing well over 10% of the population, with figures being up to 20% in higher populated areas. Thanks to the development of the vaccine in the 19th century, it was one of the first diseases to be wiped off the planet. Today, the eradication of smallpox is seen as one of humanity's greatest achievements.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we say that, but it's popping up in certain areas again, too.
Because what they call them? Anti-vaxxers?
Yeah.
Big pox.
Anyway, we're going to slide up out of there.
Yeah, you got your
That can get too
smallpox
deep.
and your big pox. All right, so
It's going to be a long episode.
Yeah,
so now we're
going
gonna skip off into some of the fun stuff.
Yeah, there we go.
Some of the craziest treatments and prescriptions ever known to humanity.
Okay, turn up.
I've been watching too much YouTube. Sorry. Yeah,
Yeah, we need a video medium today for sure.
Let's start off with good old vibrators.
It's funny that this has popped back into pop culture sort of recently. I feel like people around me have been being like, did you know vibrators have been around forever? It's like,
It's the
yeah,
new-
I've got a weird knowledge set, so maybe it's weird that you didn't know that.
Are you down with
like
the
a-
buzz? Yeah.
Was it like a psychological treatment?
Oh
or some
yeah.
shit?
We'll get in there, baby.
Anyway, good.
So, yeah. We have 19th century doctors to thank for the introduction of the vibrator, which was first advertised as a cure for a catch-all female disease known as hysteria. Hysteria was believed to cause any number of everything. It's like you got your anxiety, your irritability, your sexual desire, insomnia, faintness, a bloated stomach.
Damn. Damn.
I really do.
Maladies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hysteria was basically just bitchiness disease, I guess, as viewed from a male perspective.
It was literally, hey, she's nagging because I can't make her bust a nut. So, hey, can you do that for me?
Hey, I'm bad at sex, so she's mad a little all the time, and she's getting fat. So we need to figure this out. You know.
So the condition traced its roots back to an ancient medical theories about wandering wombs, where a displaced and discontented uterus caused female ill health. The treatment? A pelvic massage that would induce hysterical paroxysm, commonly known as an orgasm.
Oh. I guess that was new to them in those days.
Oh, yeah, you know, right? I just need to bust a nut.
Jesus.
So
remember to go the extra mile, gents.
Yes, anyway.
And also, and lads and ladies.
And, you know,
and them and they.
A culture with, you know, having issues showing ankles. No wonder they didn't know what a fucking orgasm was. You know what I mean?
You know, I mean, that would be a really good way to hook in a general practitioner. That's all I got to say.
What a dope job, huh?
That's my day. You get to do what?
For real?
All day, bro? All day. And they pay you?
Can I do that to me?
Oh, my God.
So, this job lay with Victorian doctors who manually massage women. In an effort to spare the doctor's work, one ingenious practitioner named Dr. Joseph Mortimer Granville created a steam-powered electromechanical medical instrument nicknamed the manipulator.
Gotta crank that motherfucker. Throw coals in that bitch and everything.
The device allowed women to give themselves home massages, allowing them to cure their wandering wombs.
You know, that was actually
that term is so wild.
It's so great. And that actually made for, like, I think it was the third common household electrical device.
Yeah.
The very, like, third.
To this day.
I mean, we were like,
to this day.
We got to figure out.
Right?
Yeah, but seriously, like, we got to figure out how to cook food well enough to where it doesn't get you sick. So we got fire for that. Cool. You know, we need to figure out how to keep it cold. And we have a big ass block of ice for that. So I guess that'll work well enough till we figure it out, you know?
Yeah. And now to the main issue in the house.
Happy wife, happy life.
I'm telling you what,
so
boy.
funny.
Oh, geez, Louise.
Keep
That's
that
funny.
thing by the bed. Charged it up.
Okay. Now let's actually introduce an actual drug. How about cocaine?
Oh, nice.
The wonder drug?
I've seen it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's cocaine. Yeah, I think it's cocaine. Around the mid 1880s, scientists were able to isolate the active ingredient of coca leaf, later known as cocaine. It's erythroxylin, coca. Pharmaceutical companies love this new, fast-acting and relatively inexpensive stimulant.
Can you imagine me like, hey, let me get some of that erythroxylin.
Yes, I need some. I need.
Hey, hit me with that erythroxylin pack.
I need. I need an arrow pack, baby.
Yeah, some of that arrow, okay?
And also inexpensive. But anyway.
Oh, bro. I fucking watched this video the other day where this black dude was talking to, I think it was Joe Rogan, actually. And I forget this doctor's name or whatever, but he's like, the history of cocaine is kind of fucked up because it was all good and gravy until Coca-Cola put it in Coke, and then black people started using it, and they angled it for black people being violent on cocaine. And then, you know, the history, you know, just doing this thing that it does, you know, all the time. It's like, oh, that's why. Damn, that's crazy.
Same thing with weed, yeah.
Yeah, same thing with weed. It's like, okay. All right. Anyway, just thought I'd throw that out there.
Oh, no, another big word. I'm from Alabama. I don't like these. In 1884, an Austrian ophthalmologist. Jesus Christ.
There you go. You got it.
Look, you know how to spec words. Big words like fire truck and watermelon. Anyway, an Austrian ophthalmologist, Karl Koller, discovered that a few drops of cocaine solution put on a patient's cornea acted as a topical anesthetic.
Damn.
Whoa.
I'm sure it did.
Know me fuck.
Yeah. I can't see and I can't feel it and I don't care, motherfucker. It made the eye immobile and desensitized to pain and caused less bleeding at the site of incision.
Oh.
Making eye surgery much less risky.
I mean-
because you can actually see what you're cutting.
Also, if it was eye surgery on someone like me, they have to fight me down. Anyways,
They have to get
You're
you
gonna
like
get
a
that-
horse tranquilizer.
Absolutely.
Or
You're
something,
going to get that shit near my eye? Hell no.
No.
bro. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that get LASIK because I'm tired of these fucking contacts and shit.
I'm tired of these. Yeah.
Anyway.
News of this discovery spread and soon cocaine was being used in both eye and sinus surgeries. Oh, that's
don't say.
hilarious. Marketed as a treatment for toothaches, depression, sinusitis, lethargy, alcoholism, and impotence. I don't know about that one.
I mean,
Because sometimes,
if it's pure, yes.
Yeah.
But,
you know,
when you get the shit that's
can't
cut,
be adding that ether, baby.
you get that shit that's cut, you get that wobbly boy. You pushing rope. You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
Oh, anyway.
I'm speaking from
Cocaine
somebody
was-
else's experience.
Oh, yeah. My buddy told me. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. That Veronica Vine. Cocaine was soon being sold as a tonic, lozenge, powder, and even in cigarettes.
Man,
What a time to be
Them
alive.
P-Funks.
that's crazy.
It even appeared
fucking
in
wild.
Sears and Roebuck catalogs. Popular home remedies such as Allen's cocaine tablets
Damn, just pop one of them hoes.
could be purchased for just 50 cents a box.
Boy, inflation's a bitch, ain't it?
Right.
Fuck me.
And offered relief for everyone from everything from hay fever, catarrh, whatever that is, throat troubles, nervousness, headaches, and sleeplessness. What? What?
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
In reality, the side effects of cocaine actually cause many of the ailments it claimed to cure. Yeah. Yeah. Causing lack of sleep, eating problems, depression, and even hallucinations.
Oh, man.
Oh, you don't need a doctor's prescription to purchase it. Some states sold cocaine at bars, and it was famously one of the key
course.
ingredients in the soon-to-be ubiquitous Coca-Cola soft drink.
If they only knew.
Yeah.
You know?
In 1902, there were estimated 200,000 cocaine addicts in the U.S. alone. In 1914, Harrison Narcotic Act outlawed the production, importation, and distribution of cocaine.
And hit that jazz scene,
Yeah.
and that shit was a wrap.
Speaking of jazz scene, anybody like snake jazz? You know, like a sweet bit of what about snake oil?
Snake is snakes. What?
Yeah. While today, snake oil salesman is someone who knowingly sells fraudulent goods.
Ooh, I've got a current example of that.
Ooh.
He was hella excited about that.
Well, it's funny, too, because they don't even try and hide it that hard. They just changed one of the words from snake to essential oil.
Oh, yeah.
Essential oil.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
That's where you
It's
go.
very expensive. And you got to put it in a little diffuser, and it's like, this will make you feel different.
It's
like,
essential.
"No,
it
just
smells great.
good, you
It
idiot."
smells great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I will say tea tree oil and shit is really good for my hair.
Oh, yeah. No, that's true. Yeah.
Anyway,
Extracted from the oil of Chinese water snakes, it likely arrived in the United States in the 1800s. With the influx of Chinese workers toiling on the Transcontinental Railroad, rich in omega-3 acids, it was used to reduce inflammation and treat arthritis and bursitis, and was rubbed on the workers' joints after a long day of working on the railroad. Fuck you, American sons of bitches.
damn right.
Enter Clark Stanley, the Rattlesnake King.
Turn up.
Originally a cowboy, Stanley claimed to have studied with the Hopi medicine man who turned him onto the healing powers of snake oil. He took this newfound knowledge on the road, performing a show-stopping act at Chicago's World Fair in 1893, where he reached into a bag, grabbed a rattlesnake, cut it open, and squeezed it.
Word?
because that's where oil comes from.
That's just blood, baby.
Yeah,
Baby, that boy wildin', boy.
You know, yeah.
He doing a lot.
He labeled the extract snake oil, even though the FDA later confirmed that the product didn't contain any kind of snake oil, rattlesnake, or otherwise. That
Don't
didn't
say.
stop the unscrupulous doctor and fraudulent salesman who also started traveling the American West, peddling bottles of fake snake oil, giving the truly beneficial medical treatment a bad name.
Yeah, bro.
So, yeah, you just had, like Dr. Hee Haw's tonic, snake oil.
So,
Rabbit grass, baby.
Smells like snake oil, baby. You ever been bit by a snake and smelled something funny? Snake oil.
that's interesting though. So, like, I mean, I guess like actual oil from water snakes in China did have some kind of benefits to it.
It actually did.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a
Yeah, it helped with the
natural
inflammation and
Bengay.
shit. Yeah, pretty much.
You know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See,
It's like a tiger balm,
yeah. Okay.
essentially.
Yeah.
But from snakes.
Yeah, I love me some tiger balm.
Oh,
Tell
man.
you what, boy.
I've been out there, I'm chewing on.
Never mind the fucking.
You know? Next off is our not so good friend, heroin.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So it kind of slows down here a little.
Truly just say no.
bit.
Yeah, that
Truly,
actually-
just don't. Yeah, just
don't do that shit.
That is
do
one of the
not
few.
seek the treasure. You know, how do you cure one drug epidemic? Create a new drug. That's what happened in the late 1800s with heroin, when it was introduced as a safe and non-addictive substitute for morphine,
Yeah, don't say.
kind of like Suboxone with methadone, right?
Yep.
Thank you, government. Known as diamorphine, it was created by an English chemical researcher named C.R. Alder Wright. That's right with a W. In the 1870s, but it wasn't until a chemist working for Bayer Pharmaceuticals discovered Wright's paper in 1895 that the drug came to market, finding it to be 5 times more effective and
shit.
supposedly less addictive than morphine.
Big
Bayer
shit on
began advertising a heroin-laced aspirin in 1898, which they marketed towards children suffering from sore throats, coughs, and a cold.
That's how they built their empire.
Yep.
Whoa.
The bear that might be in your medicine cabinet.
I did not
Right.
know that.
Yeah, bro.
Yep.
Shit's wild.
So some bottles depicted children eagerly reaching for the medicine,
my God.
with moms giving their sick kids heroin on a spoon. Doctors started to have an...
It's only funny because it was a long time ago.
Oh, yeah. It reminds me of, like, what's that...
They also just worked an 8-hour shift, too. You feel me? Like,
that suntan lotion
1890s.
thing where it's like that little girl with like the kite or something, and the dog's like jumping
pulling her
up and
ass
grabbing
down?
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pulling her underwear down.
But
or
it's
a
like,
little
yeah.
bathing suit bottom. Yeah,
It's like a little kid like grabbing for the heroin,
Oh my God.
it's fucking wild.
you
bro.
know? But so doctors started to have an inkling that heroin may not be as non-addictive as it seemed when patients began coming back for a bottle after a bottle. You know? Despite the pushback from physicians and negative stories about heroin side effects piling up. It's piling up. Ha ha ha, pilling. Anyway, Bayer continued to market and produce their product until 1913. 11 years later, the FDA banned heroin altogether.
You know, it's kind of crazy to think about that sometimes things have such a like fast and negative effect that to completely ban something entirely across the entire country is pretty difficult to do. You know what I mean? It's more hard to make something unillegal, sure, but you know, it's just it's nuts to think about how quickly
once
that
once
happens.
it's going, it's going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I mean, you're talking about
You open the black market immediately.
You're talking about
when you say
18
that.
years here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, look at this cool new thing. Oh, shit, they really like this stuff. Wait, they like this stuff way too much. We got to do something.
Exactly.
Oh, now they live in San Francisco. Damn it. Son of a
Oh,
bitch. We've tried to blame it on the hippies, but now they're still here. Lastly, I'll discuss a weird one with you. Fen-phen. Spelled F-E-N hyphen P-H-E-N. Because it's hot. Anyway, today's weight loss industry is an estimated $60 billion business, a large portion of which is is spent on diet pills. And while the first fat-busting pills went on the market in the late 1880s. No other pills have had quite the speedy rise and fall as Fen-Phen did in the 1990s. Originally released in the market as two separate drugs, the appetite suppressant fenfluramine and the amphetamine phentermine. Dun, da, da. They were marketed as short-term diet aids, but proved largely ineffective on their own. In the late 1970s, however, the two products were combined by Dr. Michael Weintraub to create what became known as Fen-Phen. Weintraub conducted a single study with 121 patients over the course of 4 years. The patients, 2/3 of which were women, lost an average of 30 pounds with seemingly no side effects.
All right. Okay.
All right. But Weintraub's study didn't monitor the patients' hearts. The new miracle drug was first introduced into the market in 1992, and people could not get enough of it. Some doctors looking for a quick way to make cash operated Fen-Phen mills, where desperate patients looking to shed excess weight would pay anything for the pills. Soon, some 6 million Americans were using it. In April of 1996, after a conscientious debate, the FDA agreed to approve the drug pending a 1-year trial. Almost immediately, reports of grave side effects started pouring in. That July, the Mayo Clinic said that 24 women taking Fen-Phen had developed serious heart valve abnormalities. Hundreds of more cases were reported, and by September of 1997, the FDA had officially pulled Fen-Phen. In 1999, the American Home Products Corporation, the producers of Fen-Phen, agreed to pay $3.75 billion in a settlement to those injured by taking the drug. More than 50,000 liability lawsuits were filed in the following years, and it was withdrawn from the markets. And people are still filing claims to this day.
Damn.
That's wild.
You know, and I brought this up to my uncle, and he was talking about, I remember Fen-Phen or whatever. Like, a lot of bodybuilders and shit were using it, like shooting it up.
Oh, wow.
With the roids and shit.
With the roids.
Man, talk about a death cocktail.
Yeah, that's a
fucking whoa.
Yeah.
Shit, son.
Yeah.
And you're working out like that too?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oof.
And you've got your own, like, so you've got your steroids and then amphetamines on top of whatever the fuck else. And it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
Rage.
And I mean, there's another one that we're, talking about here. So 7 years they go from like being like, oh, look at this new like diet pill that we did. It works really good. To having to pay out $3.75 billion settlement to people. That's just insane how fast something that we all want a shortcut, you know what I mean? And a lot of these drugs, like the bad drugs, if you will, is a very clear, fast, easy, and often cheap shortcut to get to somewhere. You know?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Depression, losing weight, whatever. Which I think is a pretty good, maybe a nice segue into Justin's episode. I was about to say next week, but who knows?
Yeah.
It's going to be y'all's next week.
We might be bi-weekly podcast going forth.
Until we have a little more money.
Yeah, and a little stability in schedules and stuff,
Yeah.
But just in general, like how massively lucrative in such a short amount of time often that, the like pharmaceutical leg of the medical industry, complex is, and it's kind of terrifying, you know? And
I mean, because at this point, is the morals are out of the window. Greed is the only thing that they really see.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's past the point of helping people now.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
And I think like greed in general, like it's just absolutely too much of a good thing, and money is one of those. And so the more money you can make more quickly, the less you fucking care about the actual impact it makes on society.
Bro, the shit that can pass through the FDA is fucking wild. And then they're like, oh shit, we fucked up. But we did regulate some money though. You know what I mean? Anyway, next one. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of the spinning fucking wheel that we're on right now. And it's fucking insane.
I know.
I mean,
yeah, if our FDA actually did their due diligence, half the shit that's on the fucking shelves wouldn't be there. Our FDA is a fucking pile of horse shit.
There's loopholes everywhere, bro. like
It's
everywhere, and that shit is fucking insane.
But I mean, that kind of goes with, these companies. They've got a staff of very, very good lawyers.
To look into every fucking loophole and pass shit that needs more research.
Well, see,
like,
that's
like, you're doing a diet pill and you didn't check their fucking hearts, bro. Like,
Yeah, we're talking about the 1990s.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
know
bro.
that speed affects your heart.
Exactly,
And
bro,
diet
like-
pills in general are just speed.
Fucking insane,
So
bro.
it's like,
yeah.
it's crazy.
Pretty sure there were quite a few Nazis that died when Hitler gave them that meth that they were on daily rations of. That's where you're getting this pill? Cool.
Right?
That shit was wild. It goes all the way back to Vikings,
Yeah.
actually, with the fucking berserker mode and shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, next week we got the
Larry
fun medical money complex.
What?
This is going to be a great episode, I can tell.
We're going to talk about money and people having complexes and something.
The medical corporations and all that. Sure. I'm going to try to break it down in not so depressing way because it can be pretty thick and heavy.
That's what she
But,
said.
it's worth talking about. It's worth the fucking episode, that's for sure. Just so if you're not aware, you can be aware.
Yeah.
Knowing is half the battle.
That's absolutely right.
You know what I mean?
And we're good at dark jokes, so I think we'll be fine.
Exactly. Bro. Yeah. It'll be fine, dog. Jesus, wandering wombs. I can't get that out of my head, bro. It's a good one.
Yeah. We are the Wandering Wombs. 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh my God. You're welcome. You're welcome.
That is a great lady punk band.
That is
right
that
there.
is-
You could have just inserted Cherry Bomb.
Yeah. See, look at that. Man. Where's she at when you need her, Anyway, I'm Justin Hammonds, and I'm saying love, live life because it's worth living, y'all.
I'm Drew Shellnut, and I'm saying, what, dude? For real, though?
Sweet. Grant Bramlett here. Everybody out there, I never liked you. I always loved you.
Look at that. All right. There it is. Yeah. You're welcome for the band title. You can have it, people. Yeah. Y'all for listening, man. Remember to like us, subscribe, click the 5-star review, tell your mama, aunties, uncles, all that. We love y'all, man. And stay beautiful. And, try to stay positive out here in this weird season that we all get in, Anyway. It's been a podcast called Friends, Facts, and Fiction, and we out.
Thanks for listening and stay tuned for the next installment. Find us on Facebook and Instagram to stay up to date on all things Friends, Facts, and Fiction. Our Instagram handle is friends_facts_fiction. As always, please reach out to us. You can send any of your questions, praise, and fact-checking to friends_facts_fiction@gmail.com. It's important to us to only propagate the truth, and we'll correct any errors we may have made. Your hosts and researchers are Justin Hammonds, Grant Bramlett, and Drew Shellnut. Our episodes are produced by Grant Bramlett. Additional producership provided by Grace Higgs. Our recording engineer is Grant Bramlett. Lighting design is provided by Justin Hammonds. This has been a production of Friends, Facts, and Fiction.
Like when I'm cutting grass, I'm going to have to braid it as my necktie.
Get you one of those one of those nets, bro. One of those the beard do-rags. Have you seen those? And, put them on, strap them over your shit, and keep oiled and moist.
I'm going to have one of them way cool straight braids.
Yeah,
coming
very
off my
cool.
face.
Bro, that's the vibe.
Yeah.
You're missing a Harley Davidson
Oh,
vest
man,
with no Harley Davidson.
that motherfucker right there knows his way around a weed eater.
Steel toe boots and Levi's, bro.
That's right.
That's the
Shorts
vibe.
on the weekends.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Damn right. Boots still on.
Exactly. Of course.
With the tall socks.
One thing I learned in high school gym is you got to have your boots with your shorts.
You got to. nothing like hooping in Tim's. You know what I'm saying? Anyway,
Fuck you, San Diego.
oh my god, that
He'll
was
read
pretty
anything
good.
you put on the teleprompter.